Chapter 1. The Silent Jade's Secret. Wei Ying woke up with a gasp. His chest didn't hurt anymore. He wasn't dead. He looked around. He was in a dark, secret cave. In front of him, tied with magical golden ropes, was the most beautiful man in the world, Lan Wangji. Oh no, Wei Ying thought. Not again. This is the day I kidnapped the second young master of the Lan clan. In his past life, Wei Ying did this because he was arrogant. Later, the Lan clan hunted him down, and he died under a mountain of swords. Lan Zan Wei Ying whispered. He tried to make his voice sound mean and scary. You are my prisoner now. Don't try to escape. Lan Wangji looked at him. His face was like white jade, cold, calm, and expressionless. He didn't say a single word. He looked like he hated Wei Ying. But then a deep, beautiful voice echoed inside Wei Ying's head. Wei Ying. He is calling my name. His voice is like bells. My heart is beating so fast, I think it might break my ribs. Wei Ying tripped over a rock. What? Who said that? He looked at Lan Wangji. Lan Wangji's lips were tightly closed. He looked angry. I will keep you here forever. Wei Ying shouted, trying to be a bad boy again. The inner voice grew louder and more intense. Forever? Does he mean it? A lifetime together in a hidden cave. Just the two of us? Wei Ying is so bold. I want to hide him in my house in Gusu and never let him leave. Look at his red hair ribbon. I want to untie it with my teeth. Wei Ying's face turned bright red. He dropped the bowl of water he was holding. Lan Jiang? Is that you? Wei Ying screamed in his mind. You want to do what with my hair ribbon? Lan Wangji just tilted his head, his golden eyes watching Wei Ying's every move. On the outside he looked like a holy statue. On the inside he was losing his mind. He is blushing. He looks like a blooming peony. Why is he so pretty? If he touches me again, I might lose my composure. Wei Ying, please come closer. Wei Ying backed away, hitting the cave wall. I'm going to get some fruit. Wei Ying yelled. He ran out of the cave as fast as he could. Outside, Wei Ying leaned against a tree panting. In my last life, I thought he hated me. I thought he wanted to kill me. Wei Ying put his hands over his hot cheeks. But in this life, Lan Zhan is a total pervert in his head. How could he be a scary kidnapper when his victim was busy planning their wedding in his mind? Chapter 2. The Spicy Torture. Wei Ying stood outside the cave. Okay, he thought, if I want to survive this life, Lan Zhan must hate me. If he hates me, he will run away and never look back. I won't die. He grabbed a bowl of extra spicy loquat seeds. He knew the Lan clan only ate bland, tasteless food. Lan Zhan. Wei Ying shouted as he walked back inside. He tried to look like a crazy demon. Since you are my prisoner, you have to follow my rules. Eat this. He sat down in front of Lan Zhan and held up a spoonful of the bright red, burning spicy seeds. It's very hot. It will hurt your tongue. Cry for me. Lan Zhan looked at the spoon. His face was still as cold as ice. He didn't move a muscle. But inside Wei Ying's head, the voice was singing. He is feeding me again. His fingers are so close to my lips. I want to bite them gently. Does he know how beautiful he looks when he is trying to be mean? His eyes are like sparkling stars. Wei Ying's hand shook. Stars. Lan Zhan, I'm trying to torture you. Eat it. Wei Ying commanded. Lan Zhan opened his mouth and swallowed the spicy food without blinking. His face stayed white, but his ears turned a deep, dark red. It burns, but it was given to me by Wei Ying. Even if it was poison, I would eat it happily. Anything from his hand is a treasure. I want to take him back to Gusu and feed him every day. I will cook for him. I will give him everything he wants. Wei Ying felt like he was the one being tortured. His heart was melting. How can he be so sweet in his head? This is cheating. You didn't cry? Wei Ying stammered. Fine. Then I will. I will take off your forehead ribbon. In the Lan clan, the forehead ribbon is sacred. Only parents or spouses can touch it. Wei Ying thought this would finally make Lan Zhan angry. Wei Ying reached out. His fingers brushed against the soft white silk on Lan Zhan's forehead. Suddenly, Lan Zhan's inner voice went completely silent for 1 second. Then it exploded. He touched it. He touched the ribbon. We are married now. In my heart, We are already sharing a bed. Wei Ying, you are mine. I will never let anyone else have you. Should I tell him? No, stay calm. Don't scare him away. But oh, his touch is so warm. Wei Ying screamed internally. He pulled his hand back so fast he fell over. I forgot something. Wei Ying yelled, his face as red as the spicy seeds. Stay there. Don't move. Don't even think. He scrambled out of the cave again. I can't do this, Wei Ying cried, covering his burning face. I'm the kidnapper, but I'm the one who feels like a prisoner. Chapter 3. The Accidental Escape. Wei Ying paced back and forth outside the cave. Okay, he whispered to himself. Plan B. I will leave the cave door open. I will fall asleep, and drop the key to his golden ropes. He will see it, take it, and run home to Gusu. Then I'm safe. Wei Ying walked back inside. He tried to look very tired. Lan Zhan was still sitting there, tied up and beautiful. His eyes followed Wei Ying's every move. On the outside he was a silent statue. On the inside, he's back. My heart is singing. Wei Ying looks tired. Did he stay awake thinking about me? His hair is a little messy. I want to brush it for him. I want to hold him until he falls asleep in my arms. Wei Ying bit his lip. Stop it, Lan Zhan. Stop being so sweet. I'm trying to be a criminal here. Wei Ying sat down near Lan Zhan. He yawned loudly. Oh, I am so sleepy, Wei Ying said, acting very badly. I hope nobody steals the key from my belt while I'm napping. He lay down on the straw floor, and closed his eyes. He made sure the heavy silver key was hanging right in front of Lan Zhan's nose. Take it. Wei Ying screamed in his mind. Take the key and go. A few minutes passed. It was very quiet. Then, Wei Ying heard the soft sound of the golden ropes clinking. Yes. Wei Ying thought. He's doing it. He's escaping. But then he heard the inner voice. It wasn't the sound of someone running away. It was the sound of someone melting. He is so beautiful when he sleeps. Look at his pink lips. He is so clumsy. He left the key right here. He trusts me so much. He wants me to be free, but he's too shy to say it. My Wei Ying is the kindest soul in the world. Wei Ying felt a warm shadow fall over him. Lan Zhan wasn't running to the door. Lan Zhan had used his spiritual power to stretch his hand just enough to reach. Not the key, but Wei Ying's face. A cold, soft finger gently tucked a lock of hair behind Wei Ying's ear. I don't want to leave. Why would I go back to a cold mountain when my whole world is right here in this cave? If I stay tied up, he will stay with me. I will never take that key. I will stay here forever if it means he looks at me every day. Wei Ying's eyes snapped open. He looked up. Lan Zhan's face was inches away from his. Lan Zhan. Wei Ying gasped. The key. It's right there. Why didn't you take it? Lan Wangji didn't move. His golden eyes were deep and full of emotion. Outwardly he said nothing, but his inner voice was a roar of passion. Because I love you. I want to stay. Tie the ropes tighter. Lock the door. Don't ever make me leave you again. Wei Ying sat up, his head spinning. He doesn't want to escape. He wants me to lock him up tighter. You're crazy, Wei Ying whispered, his heart thumping like a drum. Lan Wangji finally spoke out loud. His voice was like a low cello. Wei Ying. Yes. Don't go. Stay with me. Let's get married. Let's have rabbits. I'll give you all the spicy food in the world. Just don't leave me alone. Wei Ying covered his face with his hands. I am the worst kidnapper in history, he thought. I kidnapped a man who was already planning our honeymoon. Chapter 4. The worst rescue ever. The sound of swords clashing and blue flares exploding in the sky woke Wei Ying up. His heart stopped. Oh no, he thought. The Lan clan is here. My brother-in-law, Lan Shichen, and the elders. They are going to kill me. Wei Ying scrambled to his feet, grabbing the silver key. Lan Zhan. Quick. I'll untie you. Run out and tell them I forced you. Tell them I'm a crazy demon. Maybe they'll only break one of my legs instead of killing me. Wei Ying's hands were shaking as he tried to unlock the golden ropes. But Lan Zhan didn't move. He didn't even look at the door. He just stared at Wei Ying with those deep, golden eyes. Inside Wei Ying's head, the voice was furious. Who is making that noise? Who is interrupting us? I finally have Wei Ying alone in a cave, And they come to ruin it? My brother. The elders, they are so annoying. If they touch a single hair on Wei Ying's head, I will break their swords. Wei Ying froze. Lan Zhan, you want to fight your own family for your kidnapper? Wei Ying, Lan Zhan said, his voice like cold silk. Stay behind me. What? No. I'm the one who kidnapped you. I'm the bad guy. Wei Ying whispered loudly. The cave entrance exploded. Dust and rocks flew everywhere. 3 cultivators in white robes, led by the elegant Lan Shichen, rushed in. Wangji, we are here to save you. Lan Shichen shouted, his sword ready. Step away from that evil boy. Wei Ying tried to run to the corner to hide, but Lan Zhan, who was now free because Wei Ying had unlocked the ropes, didn't run to his brother. Instead, Lan Zhan stepped forward and spread his arms, blocking Wei Ying from the rescuers. Stay away from him. He is mine. If you call him evil one more time, I will forget my manners. Look at how scared he is. His little face is so pale. I want to hug him and tell him it's okay. Lan Shichen Berlin get? Wangji, why are you protecting him? He kidnapped you. Lan Wangji's face was like a stone mask. No, he said firmly. No. Shichen asked, confused. I came here willingly, Lan Wangji lied, his voice perfectly calm. Wei Ying's jaw dropped. Liar. Han Guangjun is a liar. I tied you up. I fed you spicy seeds. But the inner voice was even more intense. I didn't come here willingly, but I am staying here willingly. Brother, go away. Take the elders and leave. I am busy falling in love. If you don't leave, I will tell uncle you broke the no-lying rule when you were 10. Wei Ying almost laughed despite the danger. Lan Zhan is blackmailing his brother in his head. Lan Shichen looked at his brother, then at the blushing, messy-haired Wei Ying behind him. Shichen was a very smart man. He saw how Lan Wangji's hand was secretly reaching back to hold Wei Ying's sleeve. Wangji, do you mean you don't want to be rescued? Shichen asked slowly. Lan Wangji bowed slightly. Correct. Finally, he understands. Now please leave. I need to ask Wei Ying what he meant by taking off my ribbon earlier. I have very high expectations for the rest of the night. Wei Ying turned bright red. He grabbed Lan Zhan's waist and hid his face in the white robes. Someone please save me. Wei Ying thought. I'm not the kidnapper anymore. I'm the one who's been caught. Chapter 5. The Truth About the Voice. Wei Ying sat on a flat rock, his head in his hands. Lan Zhan stood by the cave entrance, watching the sunset. He looked like a beautiful immortal, but his inner voice was still noisy. They are finally gone. Now it is just me and my Wei Ying. He looks so cute when he is worried. I want to cook him a spicy soup. I want to buy him a jar of Emperor's Smile liquor. I want to kiss his forehead. Lan Zhan, stop it. Wei Ying suddenly shouted, jumping up. Lan Zhan turned around. His golden eyes were calm, but his ears turned pink. Stop what? Stop thinking about kissing me. And the soup. And the liquor. Wei Ying waved his arms wildly. I can hear you. I can hear everything. The cave became deathly silent. Lan Zhan froze. For the first time his perfect, icy mask cracked. His eyes grew wide. He can hear me? Everything? Since when? Since the beginning? Oh no. The part about the hair ribbon? The part about the wedding? The part about hiding him in Gusu? Yes. All of it. Wei Ying's face was as red as a chili pepper. Since I woke up this morning, I tried to be a mean kidnapper, and you're in your head calling me a little rabbit and angel. How am I supposed to be a villain like that? Lan Zhan took a step back. He looked truly shocked. Usually he was the most private person in the world. Now his deepest, most shameless secrets were out. I am ruined. He thinks I am a monster. He will hate me now. He will definitely kick me out of the cave. I should go back to the cold spring in Gusu and stay there for 100 years to wash away my shame. Wei Ying saw Lan Zhan's shoulders drop. The inner voice sounded so sad and lonely that Wei Ying's heart hurt. Hey, don't be sad. Wei Ying ran over and grabbed Lan Zhan's hands. I didn't say I hated it. I was just surprised. In my last life, you always looked like you wanted to kill me. I thought you hated me. Lan Zhan looked down at their joined hands. Never. Lan Zhan whispered out loud. I could never hate you. In the past life, in this life, in the next life. My heart only has room for one person. Wei Ying. Only Wei Ying. Wei Ying felt a tear prick his eye. He didn't need to be a villain anymore. He didn't need to run away to stay alive. This Lan Zhan would protect him from everything. So, Wei Ying said, a mischievous smile finally returning to his face. You really want to take me to Gusu and hide me? Lan Zhan not that so loud. MNH. And give you a home. And a family. And everything you ever lost. Wei Ying laughed and threw his arms around Lan Zhan's neck, hugging him tight. Okay, Lan Agiga. You win. I'm the worst kidnapper ever. I'm giving up. You can kidnap me instead. Lan Zhan wrapped his strong arms around Wei Ying's waist, holding him like a precious treasure. Chapter 6. The Prison of Gusu. Wei Ying stood at the gates of the cloud recesses. In his past life, he was dragged here in chains. This time, he was walking in through the front door, holding Lan Zhan's hand. Wait, Wei Ying thought, looking at their interlaced fingers. Why does it feel like I'm the one being led into a trap? As they walked past the 4,000 rules carved in stone, the inner voice started up again. It was low, satisfied, and very possessive. Finally, he is inside the walls. The gates are closed. The arrays are active. He can't run away now. I will make sure his room is right next to mine. No, he should stay in my room. The Jingshur is safe. It's quiet. I can watch him sleep every night. Wei Ying shivered. Lan Zhan, you're doing it again. Lan Zhan didn't blink. Doing what? The creepy thoughts. I can hear you planning to lock me in your room. Wei Ying pouted, but he didn't let go of Lan Zhan's hand. Lan Zhan stopped walking. He turned to Wei Ying and reached out to straighten Wei Ying's messy collar. His touch was light, but his thoughts were heavy. It's not a prison if I give him everything he likes. I already ordered the spicy wine. I bought the softest blankets. I even found 2 white rabbits to keep him company. I will make this prison so comfortable he will never want to see the outside world again. Wei Ying blinked. Rabbits. Spicy wine? You already bought those things? Wei Ying whispered. When? We just got here. Lan Zhan's ears turned red. Eminich sent a message. Ahead of time. I've been planning this since the moment he untied the ropes in the cave. Every step we took toward Gusu, I was thinking about which jars of wine to buy. I want to see him happy. I want to see him drunk and smiling, calling my name until his voice goes soft. Wei Ying's knees felt a little weak. He is so dangerous. He uses kindness as a weapon. Lan Ergij, you are very calculated, Wei Ying teased, leaning closer to Lan Zhan's chest. Are you sure you aren't the real villain here? Lan Zhan looked down at him. A tiny, almost invisible smile appeared on his lips. If you stay, I will be whatever you want. I will be your husband, your protector, your servant, your soulmate. Just stay. Just look at me. Just be mine. Wei Ying laughed, his heart feeling full and warm. He realized that in his past life, he died because he was alone. In this life, he was kidnapped by a love so strong it changed destiny itself. Okay. I'll stay, Wei Ying said, throwing his arms around Lan Zhan's neck right in front of the other disciples. But only if I get to sleep in the big bed. The big bed. He said the big bed. Does he know what he's saying? I need to go meditate in the cold pond immediately before I lose my mind. Wei Ying giggled as he felt Lan Zhan's heart racing against his own. I heard that. No cold pond for you today, Lan Zhan. You have to take care of your prisoner first. Chapter 7. The Torture of Kindness. The Jingshur was quiet and smelled like sandalwood. Wei Ying flopped onto the bed. It was huge, soft, and smelled exactly like Lan Zhan. Ah, Lan Zhan. This bed is too comfortable. Wei Ying teased, rolling around. How can I escape if you make me this lazy? Lan Zhan was at the table, pouring a cup of tea. He looked like a perfect, elegant gentleman. But inside Wei Ying's head, the voice was intense. He is on my bed. My blankets are touching his skin. He looks so beautiful in the moonlight. I want to lock the windows. I want to stay in this room with him for 3 days. No, 3 years. I want to feed him loquats while he rests his head on my lap. Wei Ying sat up, his face burning. 3 years. Lan Zhan, I'd get bored. Lon Jon's hand paused over the tea. He looked at Wei Ying, his expression blank. I will find ways to make sure you are not bored. We can play music. We can practice swords. I can teach him the Long clan's secret techniques. And if he's still bored, I will show him how much I missed him in my past life. I will kiss every inch of him until he forgets his own name. Wei Ying choked on his own breath. Lan Giga. Your face is so cold, but your mind is so hot. You really missed me that much? Wei Ying asked softly. Lon Jon walked over and sat on the edge of the bed. He reached out and touched Wei Ying's silver bell. More than you know, Lon Jon said aloud. Inside his head, the thoughts became a soft, sad melody. 13 years. In the last life, I waited 13 years after you died. I searched for your soul every night. I drank your favorite wine and burned my own skin just to feel your pain. I will never let you die again. I will never let you be alone. Even if I have to be the villain who keeps you trapped, I will do it. Wei Ying's eyes filled with tears. He finally understood. This wasn't just obsession. It was a love that had survived death and time. Wei Ying grabbed Lon Jon's collar and pulled him down into a hug. I'm not going anywhere, Lon Jon. You don't have to be a villain. You don't have to trap me. You won't leave? Never, Wei Ying whispered. Wei Ying pulled back and smiled mischievously. But if you want to kiss me for 3 years, I think I can handle that. Lon Jon's ears turned the brightest red Wei Ying had ever seen. 3 years is not enough. A lifetime is not enough. Wei Ying, thank you for coming back to me. Lon Jon leaned in, his face getting closer. His inner voice finally went quiet, replaced by the sound of 2 hearts beating as one. Just before their lips touched, Wei Ying thought one last thing. Being kidnapped by Lon Jon is the best thing that ever happened to me. Chapter 8. The Sweetest Punishment. Life in the cloud recesses was usually very strict. Wake up at 5 a.m., eat bland food, and follow 4,000 rules. But for Wei Ying, Lon Jon had broken every single rule. Wei Ying woke up late. He felt a heavy, warm arm wrapped around his waist. He didn't even have to open his eyes to know Lon Jon was awake. He is so soft in the morning. Like a warm bun. I want to keep him in bed until noon. The elders are waiting for me at the meeting, but they can wait. Wei Ying is more important than 1,000 meetings. Wei Ying chuckled, his eyes still closed. Lon Ergij, are you being a bad boy again? Skipping meetings for your prisoner. Lon Jon's arm tightened slightly. I am not skipping. I am delayed. Delayed by love. Delayed by the way he breathes against my neck. If I leave this room, I will miss him in 10 seconds. How did I live without him for so long? Wei Ying turned around in Lon Jon's arms. He looked at Lon Jon's handsome face. Lon Jon looked as serious as ever, but Wei Ying knew the truth now. Lon Jon, since you're delayed, why don't we go to the back hills? I want to see the rabbits you bought me, Wei Ying suggested, poking Lon Jon's cheek. Rabbits. He likes the rabbits. I should buy him 10 more. No, 20. I want to see him surrounded by fluffy things. He looks so beautiful when he laughs at them. MNH, Lon Jon agreed. They walked to the grassy hills behind the cloud recesses. Dozens of white, fluffy rabbits hopped around. Wei Ying immediately sat on the grass, and 3 rabbits jumped into his lap. Look, Lon Jon. This one looks like you. He's so grumpy but cute. Wei Ying held up a rabbit that was staring blankly. Lon Jon sat down next to him. He reached out to pet the rabbit, but his fingers brushed against Wei Ying's hand. I don't look like a rabbit. But if he likes the rabbit, I will be the rabbit. I will be anything for him. Look at his smile. It's brighter than the sun. My heart is so full it hurts. Wei Ying leaned his head on Lon Jon's shoulder. You know, Lon Jon, I'm really glad I kidnapped you in this life. If I hadn't, I would have never heard how much you love me. Lon Jon was silent for a moment. Then he leaned down and kissed the top of Wei Ying's head. I am glad too, Lon Jon whispered. I am the luckiest man in all the cultivation worlds. I was kidnapped by a demon, only to find out he was actually my soulmate. Wei Ying, I will protect this happiness forever. Wei Ying closed his eyes, listening to the peaceful thoughts of the man beside him. There were no more secrets, no more deaths, and no more loneliness. Just the sound of the wind, the soft fur of the rabbits, and a love that was finally loud enough to be heard. Chapter 9. The Silent Tease. Wei Ying was trying to be productive. He was sitting at the desk in the Jingshi, drawing talismans. But it was very hard to focus because Lan Zhan was sitting right across from him, reading a book. Lan Zhan looked perfectly calm, but his inner voice was louder than a drum. His hair ribbon is loose. If I pull it, his hair will fall over his shoulders like black silk. I want to see that. I want to wrap my fingers in his hair and pull him closer. Wei Ying's hand slipped, and he ruined his drawing with a big red ink blot. Lan Zhan, he barked, his face red. I'm trying to work. Lan Zhan looked up, his eyes innocent. I did not speak. You didn't have to. Wei Ying huffed. Your thoughts are very distracting. Lan Zhan put his book down. A tiny, rare spark of mischief appeared in his golden eyes. He realized that since Wei Ying could hear him, he didn't need to say a word to attack him. Oh, am I distracting? Is it distracting when I think about how much I like the way his neck looks in the sunlight? Or how I want to bite his lower lip just to hear him gasp? Wei Ying dropped his brush. Lan Wanzi. You're doing it on purpose now. Lan Zhan stood up and walked slowly around the table. He stood behind Wei Ying, leaning down so his cool breath hit Wei Ying's ear. He didn't touch him, but his mind was doing all the work. Wei Ying is so sensitive. His ears are already turning pink. I wonder, if I think about kissing him behind his ear, will he shiver? Wei Ying shivered violently. Stop. It's cheating. You're using your brain to bully me. Lan Zhan leaned even closer, his shadow falling over Wei Ying. I am not bullying. I am courting my husband. In my head, I am already holding him against the wall. I am already tasting the wine on his tongue. Wei Ying, look at me. Wei Ying turned around, breathless. He was trapped between the desk and Lan Zhan's strong body. You're a fake. Everyone thinks Han Guangjun is a saint, but you're a total rogue. Lan Zhan finally broke his silence. He reached out and caught Wei Ying's chin with his fingers. Only for you, he whispered. Always for you. I was a prisoner in the cave, but now you are the one trapped in my arms. Do you want to escape? Wei Ying looked at Lan Zhan's beautiful face and felt the intense, overwhelming love coming from his mind. He reached up and grabbed Lan Zhan's forehead ribbon, pulling him down for a real kiss. No, Wei Ying whispered against his lips. I think I'll stay in this trap forever. Chapter 10. The Red Ribbon of Fate. The cloud recesses was decorated in red. After months of waiting, it was finally the day of the wedding. Wei Ying stood in front of the mirror, wearing his red marriage robes. He looked at himself and laughed. From a villain kidnapper to a Lan Clan bridegroom. Life is so strange. The door opened and Lan Zhan walked in. He was also dressed in red. The color made his skin look like white jade and his eyes glow like gold. He looked so beautiful that Wei Ying's heart stopped. But the most beautiful thing was Lan Zhan's inner voice. Today it wasn't teasing or shameless. It was pure, deep, and steady. It is real. He is really here. He is wearing red for me. My soul has waited a lifetime for this moment. Today, I am not just a cultivator or a master. I am Wei Ying's husband. I will cherish him until my last breath. Wei Ying felt tears in his eyes. He walked over and took Lan Zhan's hands. Lan Ergij, you're making me cry before the ceremony even starts. Lan Zhan wiped a tear from Wei Ying's cheek with his thumb. Do not cry. I will give you 1,000 happy days for every tear you shed in the past. I love you, Wei Ying. I love you too, Lan Zhan, Wei Ying whispered. I love your voice, and I love your heart even more. They walked out together to the great hall. The elders were there, Lan Shichen was smiling, and even the strict Uncle Lan Qiren looked slightly proud. As they bowed to heaven and earth, and then to each other, the inner voice in Wei Ying's head became a beautiful, quiet hum of happiness. Omine. Forever mine. After the ceremony, they returned to the Jingshi. The moonlight was soft, and the room was filled with the scent of flowers and spicy wine. Wei Ying sat on the bed and looked at the forehead ribbon on Lan Zhan's brow. He reached out and slowly untied it. This time he didn't do it to be mean or to kidnap him. He did it because they belonged to each other. Lan Zhan leaned in, his forehead touching Wei Ying's. Thank you for kidnapping me that day, my little rabbit. Thank you for staying. Wayne giggled and blew out the candle. Anything for you, Lanjan. Anything for you. In the silence of the night, the two souls who had been lost in the past were finally found. There was no more fear, no more secrets, just a long, happy life waiting for them in the mountains of Gusu.